When I get to a place like this, I understand why I'm living a nomadic life. So this is why. I had only heard the word nomad about ancient tribes or related to some indigenous communities in the Amazon who do not want to be found. I would have never thought that I would end up being a nomad and enjoying the freedom of wandering the world without a house or belongings. 2.5 years ago, I started an unscheduled trip, and it became the central axis of my existence. At first, when I began the process of getting rid of my things, it was hard for me to accept that I could live without them and that I would exchange them for a better life. My priorities have been changing. Now, I don't need to own anything, but at the same time, I have everything. People ask me, where do you live? When will I return to my home? Those who just joined me might have wondering the same thing. Although I have some videos of you too that I recorded while I was making this transition. I will make a short version without the emotions and pain of that moment. I left my home in Maryland in May 2020 because I had no other choice at that time. COVID was starting. And then I soon began to discover that I could live in a different way. Those first nights spent in the Florida woods and then in the Appalachian Mountains allowed me to find a world I had only glimpsed while on vacation. Running out of other choices, I started building the route between big setbacks and small truths. I was forced to overcome fears and weaknesses, especially to face loneliness. When I started my journey, I experienced emptiness for the first time. I didn't have anyone to talk to, didn't use my voice all day. I had no one to share the beauty I saw with. This. And above all, I couldn't laugh. It might have been what I missed the most. I could talk to myself, listen to stories, podcasts, and music, but I couldn't laugh. I wasn't aware of this until I looked back on my experience many months later. Then I discovered a magical world. The color of the wildflowers, the sound of the wind, the softness of the light. and the scent of wet soil. They were all seeping through my skin. I wandered in the woods and began to feel deep communication with the tiny beings I found on my way. I stroked the rough bark of the trees and the softness of the moss. I listened to the birds. I was moved to tears when I saw a new moon shining on a violet sky in the desert. I found myself sleeping under starry nights, listening to the waves crashing against the rocks. Or the roar of the wind in the icy mountains. At the same time, I learned a lot about myself, and I found a purpose to make sense of this experience. The possibility of capturing in images and words what I saw and felt allowed me to transform that trip in one of the most enriching experiences of my life. Loneliness went from being a burden to being a good company. It didn't pressure me. It didn't demand anything from me. It gave me the freedom to be under an umbrella watching a storm or contemplating the ice crystals at temperatures difficult to bear for those who cannot see the tiny rainbows that hide inside them. Solitude has allowed me to capture the sounds of the forest, a fluttering, a branch breaking, the buzz of an insect, and snow slipping from a branch. And I also learned to see what I didn't see before. When the path has an end, you walk quickly to reach the goal. I don't have a plan. I don't have a goal. Many days I don't even know what I will do the next morning. I am embracing the opportunities as they appear. Sometimes I walk in circles, exploring places I've never been before, or returning to the ones I already know. I like to see them in another season or in a different time, always finding something new. The algae dancing underwater, the birds carrying the moss between their beaks, the iridescent clouds in the middle of the blue sky. Downloaded with luminous cobwebs. A bee is sleeping inside a flower. The tiny ants carrying their leaves. Or a fox hiding in the snow. has also allowed me to intensely savor my encounters with my family and friends, old and new. I know they are gifts that life offers me, and each person who crosses my path is unique and wonderful. Oh, and in those moments, I take the opportunity to laugh until my belly hurts. This nomadic life is not a conventional one. It is the one that I found, the one that allows me to feel, vibrate, and enjoy nature, which is unknown to almost all of us. I dream of extending these experiences to those who want to accompany me, not just through my videos and stories, but to those who want to share a travel experience with me. I will be offering customized trips, for small groups. I like transmitting what I see and feel. This connection with nature is only achieved in solitude, waiting for the birds, watching the butterflies,
No, estaban una flor de mariposas y se fueron después.
capturing a sunrise. I have already organized some of these marvelous trips, and the results have been excellent. If you are interested, please fill out a form that I will leave in the comments with your information. I will contact you and tell you about future opportunities. In the meantime, keep enjoying our beautiful planet.